Hello, everyone. My name is Saanvi, and today, I'm thrilled to be at the Los Angeles Air Force Base of the United States Space Force. I can't contain my excitement because I'm about to embark on an incredible tour of the campus, and I get to share every amazing moment with you. It will be the best field trip ever. Let's blast off and explore together. See what I mean? This place is absolutely breathtaking. The Los Angeles Air Force Base has been around for a long time. It's where the Space Force does a lot of important work. The Space Force helps protect our country and explore space. They do cool things with rockets and satellites. Do you know how many satellites are orbiting in space? There are over 3,000 active satellites up there, and about 1,000 of them belong to the United States. These satellites are super important for things like GPS, weather forecasts, and even watching TV. The United States Space Force takes care of these satellites and makes sure they keep working to help us in our everyday lives. Today, I'm touring the Air Force Base with my family. Ms. Nicole and Ms. Rivera from the United States Space Force STEM team have invited us. I'm really thankful for the personal tour they gave us. It was so cool. During the tour, I discovered that the solar system is not flat like a disk but has a complex structure called a heliosphere. I also learned how satellites stay up in the sky and how GPS helps us find our way. Nicole and Ms. Rivera gave my sister and me some really cool goodies, including a Space Force pin and a model of the planets. I felt like an aerospace engineer myself. I will cherish these mementos forever. The highlight of the tour was when we made paper rockets and launched them with a compressed air gadget. It taught me the physics of launching rockets, and it was so much fun.
Big one for Rashi. Okay.
All right, Rashi.
Keep pumping. Good, good, good.
She can press it as many times, and then you're going to be...
Good job, you guys.
26th of March?
Yes.
It's the 26th of March, 2024. We're here with Saanvi and Rashi at the United States, Los Angeles Air Force Base. We're doing STEM, future rocket engineers.
Rocket engineers.
Saanvi or Rashi, if you are looking at this and you're 18, I want to know where you're ending up going to college. Again, hi everyone at Saanvi School.
Thank you.
The most important part of the tour was exploring the Heritage Center Museum. It's a treasure trove of everything related to the United States and space. Ms. Rivera patiently showed us around and answered all my questions. Based on my notes and my online research with my dad, I prepared a video presentation about the history of flying. Now please enjoy the show. I hope you like it. The Wright brothers flew the first airplane in 1903. This was really important because it showed people that flying was possible. It was the start of everything that flies today. In 1947, the United States Air Force became its own part of the military. This was a big deal because it meant there would be a special group just for flying and protecting the country from the air.
After the Air Force became a separate service.
Chuck Yeager was the first person to fly faster than the speed of sound in 1947. This was a huge achievement because it showed that super-fast flying was possible, which helped make better and faster planes.
There she goes. A big moment in a history-making flight. Now she's approaching the barrier. The speed of sound at 35,000 feet is 660 miles per hour. The really big moment. Through the sound barrier. The first time ever in level flight. For the first time, except in dives, a man has flown an airplane faster than the speed of sound. It earned Captain Yeager many honors, and the historic plane, the XS-1, earned the resting place in the Smithsonian Institution.
The B-52 Stratofortress started flying in 1954. It could carry lots of bombs and fly really far. This plane was very important for the Air Force because it could go on long missions without stopping. The Atlas ICBM, introduced in 1957, was the United States' first intercontinental ballistic missile. This technological advancement was important because our rockets could fly all the way to another continent, which made it a powerful tool for defense.
As the race with the Soviets engulfed 11th, 1957, the first Atlas flight lifted off from Space Launch Complex 14 at Cape Canaveral, Florida.
In 1958, the United States sent its first satellite, Explorer 1, into space. This was a big step for space exploration and showed that America could send things into space.
40 seconds. Frequency 111, Terry. Rises over 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire command. Fire command. Give it push. Don't take push. Missile fire. Ignition. Ice. Lift off.
The Corona satellites, launched in 1960, took pictures from space. These satellites provided critical intelligence during the Cold War, showcasing the strategic value of satellite surveillance.
We would rotate the lens across in the way the early camera did, and at the end of the picture-taking cycle, the heavy part of the lens would keep on moving. And the light part would come back, not generating much disturbance, and the heavy part would then be mechanically connected to it and synchronized, and another picture taken. Although beyond the range of recovery aircraft, 13's capsule splashed down near enough for water recovery. For the first time ever, man had orbited an object in space and recovered it according to plan. Third Test Squadron raced to the proper coordinate. The first two attempts missed. But on the third try, the capsule was air-snatched by Pelican 9, adding still another first to Corona's history, aerial recovery. Although the initial photography was substantially lower in resolution, it produced more film coverage, but more importantly, literally added dimension by taking two photographs of the same area from slightly varying angles. This allowed photo interpreters the advantage of looking at photographs stereoptically, and thus allowing a third dimension. But as lenses, stability, and film technology improved, the images resolved smaller and smaller detail, until with the J3, image resolution was down to 5 or 6 feet. This quantum improvement significantly improved both the amount and quality of intelligence derived from the Corona product. Then, in 1968, tests proved the value of color in infrared imagery. Photographs from space could detect crop and environmental conditions of value to strategic intelligence, and ushering in a new field of Earth resources study.
The moon landing in 1969 was a monumental achievement in human history. The Apollo 11 mission showed that people could travel to the moon and come back safely. It inspired future generations to pursue space exploration.
Rocket's running. How's this, Bruce? Look okay? Roger, that's a good sight. Fourth stage is set. Gas and engine is armed. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zero. This will be ignition. What a liftoff. And liftoff. Roger, ignition.
The F-15 Eagle, introduced in 1976, became one of the most successful fighter jets in history. Its advanced avionics and superior maneuverability helped the Air Force control the skies. The GPS program began in 1978 and changed how we find our way. It uses satellites to tell us exactly where we are. This system's precision and reliability have become integral to both military operations and civilian applications worldwide.
The key concept on which GPS works is trilateration, a mathematical method for determining the relative positions of objects using geometry.
Stealth technology began in 1981 and made airplanes invisible to radar. This was very important because it meant planes could fly without being seen by enemies. The Space Shuttle program, launched in 1981, was special because shuttle could be used over and over again to go to space and back. It helped build the International Space Station and do lots of science experiments. The Hubble Space Telescope went into space in 1990 and showed us amazing pictures of the universe. It helped scientists learn a lot more about space and stars, leading to numerous scientific discoveries. In 1991, Operation Desert Storm showed how powerful the Air Force could be in a war. They used smart bombs and advanced planes to win quickly and effectively.
Gone, bomb's gone. Roger that. Right turn. Coming right, coming right. 28 seconds.
Roger.
Waiting for 20 seconds. 20 seconds, time to go. Laser coming on.
With me to the south.
Laser coming on.
Got the laser on.
Holding the track and steady on the far corner.
Roger.
Call sign, calling
Looking
back.
good.
10 seconds.
Shell 4-1, I've got to tell you,
5,
I think that's wedged to the south.
4, 3, 2,
My position
1.
for about 10
Hit
miles.
the impact.
The Milstar satellite system started in 1994. It gave the military global, secure and survivable communications, which is vital for military operations. The B-2 Spirit stealth bomber began flying in 1997. It could carry a lot of bombs and not be seen by radar. This made it a very powerful and sneaky plane. The Mars Pathfinder mission in 1997 sent a rover to Mars. This was exciting because it showed we could send robots to explore other planets and learn about them. This mission paved the way for future Mars exploration. The International Space Station started being built in 1998, marked a major milestone in international cooperation in space research. It's like a big science lab in space where astronauts from different countries work together to do experiments. Unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, started being used in 2001, revolutionized reconnaissance and combat operations. These are like flying robots that can do missions without a pilot, which is safer and very useful. The F-22 Raptor, introduced in 2005, represents the pinnacle of modern air superiority fighters. It's a super advanced stealth fighter jet that can fly fast and avoid enemy radar, making it very powerful in the air. Wideband Global Satcom or WGS system started in 2007, provides high-speed communication for the military operations. It's important because it helps keep soldiers connected with reliable information.
To enhance anywhere, anytime communication connections for the warfighter, the Wideband Global Satcom System, WGS, is taking the high ground.
Hold on 3 seconds.
The F-35 Lightning II began flying in 2011. It's a multi-role stealth fighter jet that can do many different types of missions, making it very valuable to the Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps. The aircraft has 3 main variants: the conventional takeoff and landing F-35A, the short takeoff and vertical landing F-35B, and the carrier-based F-35C. SpaceX's achievements since 2015, like reusable rockets, have revolutionized space travel. This makes space travel cheaper and easier, helping us explore space more. The United States Space Force, or USSF, was established in 2019 because of the growing importance of space as a domain for national security. It focuses on protecting America's interests in space.
The delta in the middle is a symbol that the space community has used for years and years and years. The North Star signifies our core value, our guiding light, if you will. And the orbit around the globe signifies the space capabilities that fuel our American way of life and our American way of war.
SpaceX's Starlink, began in 2019, aims to give internet to the whole world using lots of satellites. This can help people everywhere get online, even in remote places. The X-37B, a small unmanned spaceplane, started flying in 2020. It can stay in space for a long time and do important missions. It represents advancements in reusable space technology and space exploration capabilities. Mars Ingenuity, a helicopter that flew on Mars in 2020, demonstrated powered flight on another planet. This achievement opens new possibilities for exploring the Martian surface. James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, with its advanced instruments allows us to see farther and clearer into the space than ever before. It will help scientists discover new things about space. In 2022, hypersonic weapons were developed that can travel really fast, more than 5 times the speed of sound. These are important because they can reach targets very quickly and are hard to stop. They represent a new frontier in defense capabilities. That wraps up my video presentation. I hope you liked it. My name is Saanvi, and I'm going into the 3rd grade. My dad and I worked on this project all summer in 2024. We gathered research, planned the script, wrote and recorded the narration, chose the background music, and edited the video together. I had an amazing time at the Los Angeles Air Force Base. I learned so much about the Space Force and how they help protect us and explore space. Thank you to everyone, especially Ms. Nicole, Ms. Rivera, and Space Systems Command STEM team who showed me around and taught me so many cool things. I can't wait to tell all my friends about my day and be back again soon. Signing off with just 2 words. Always above.